All right, time for sports. Myra is in the 9 with the night. Jordan's here with more. Jordan.
Yeah, we'll hear from Myra in a second. Thank you, Hudson. One of the greatest blue liners to ever wear the Nanaimo Clippers colors is anxiously waiting to make his Canucks debut. Jason Garrison was one of the prize catches of the summer's free agent pool, signing a 6-year deal with Vancouver on July 1st. He's been nursing a groin injury, but is now healthy and ready to make his mark here on the West Coast.
You know, it's just it's kind of more of a maintenance thing. It's you know, I would have spent a lot more time on it. Now I'm at a point where, you know, it's I don't have to spend as much time dealing with it. So, you know, overall, I'm happy with the outcome, and obviously the trainers have worked with me a ton, and you know, the progress has been really good, and I couldn't be happier.
Yeah, so you'll be ready to go full bore and start a camp?
Absolutely, yeah. You know, I just look to step in and fit in with these guys. They're really talented, so any way I can help, I think that's the way to go.
Meanwhile, it looked just like old times at UBC as Roberto Luongo faced his first practice rubber since his arrival yesterday. Training camp starts on Sunday, but if the right deal presents itself, Luongo's days in Vancouver are numbered. Louis hasn't dismissed the idea of staying in Vancouver for the season, but with more than $9 million in goalie salary, something has got to give. Luongo admits he never thought he'd still be in Canuck colors come training camp.
Honestly, I didn't. If you asked me back then, I didn't really think I would be back for training camp, but you know, as the summer progressed, I realized that that was a possibility, and you know, I embraced it. Just got to let things play out and chips fall where they may. I mean, even though I have no trade clause, doesn't really mean much at this point.
He's a Vancouver Canuck player, and I'm not going to speculate on what's going on, you know, outside of that. Right now, he's one of my 2 goaltenders. I feel very fortunate to have him.
One question on the lips of Canuck fans is, what is Luongo worth on the trade market? One persistent rumor is a package from the Leafs that would include former Victoria Grizzlies captain Tyler Bozak. Bozak is in the final year of his deal with the Leafs, and with Ryan Kessler still rehabbing from off-season shoulder surgery, the Canucks are in the market for a second or third line center, but like Luongo, Bozak takes it all in stride.
I've probably, the time I've been here, there's been tons of speculation on places I'm going or who's coming here and all that. So, I mean, rumors are rumors for now, and when the time comes, if something does happen, I'll take it on from there. But right now, I'm happy that I'm here, and I'm just practicing and playing and training to be part of the Maple Leafs.
Alain Vigneault's comments on the Roberto Luongo situation broke a lockout-long silence from the Canucks coach. He was in mid-season form with the media today, though, and talked about what he expects to see from the league's schedule makers.
Hug, we haven't seen each other in a long time. You guys miss me as much as I missed you?
Oh, yeah. Yes, probably.
My understanding of the possible schedule that we're going to have is a schedule that looks a little bit like an Olympic year. So that being said, for us, we've gone through that. Obviously, there's going to be some modifications that are going to need to be made, but for us here in Vancouver, I mean, we're used to the challenges of the schedule. Our guys are have been through it before.
Finally tonight, Vikes basketball is back at it on the road in Winnipeg. Women's game is in the second half with UVic holding a comfortable lead. Men's action is coming up shortly as Craig Beaucamp's team goes for their 3rd straight victory. We'll have a full rundown of your Vikes action tonight at 11. Finally tonight, rosters have been retooled and rivalries are renewed tonight in the BC Hockey League as 2 island showdowns cap a busy Friday night. The first place Victoria Grizzlies are in Port Alberni for a date with the Bulldogs, while in Nanaimo, the streaking Clippers face their arch rivals, the Cowichan Valley Caps. It's also CTV game night at Frank Crane Arena, and our Myra Lawrence joins us with a preview as well as a special guest.
Thanks, Jordan, here at Frank Crane Arena for another CTV game night. We were at Bear Mountain Arena in Colwood last weekend, here at Frank Crane. Eventually, we're going to make our way to the Big Stick in Duncan and see the Cowichan Valley Capitals in action, who are here tonight, and so is head coach Jim Ingram. Now, Jim, trade deadline has come and gone in the BCHL, and your team has a different look now.
Yeah, we're down a couple of 20-year-olds. We moved Teal Burns and Keeler Bruce. Keeler to Victoria, Teal to Alberni Valley, and picked up Garrett Skirbich, a 93 birth here, and we got younger, and you know, we're excited with the direction we're headed.
Right, and you're headed in a positive direction. This has been a bit of a rebuilding year for your team.
Yeah, you know what, it is what it is this year. We've had our ups and downs, but lately been playing very good hockey, so we're going to focus on that. But you know what, a lot of opportunity for the kids that are here, and we're going to evaluate and keep going forward with this hockey team, and keep the evaluation process underway.
And maybe the playoffs are out of the picture, but obviously these boys are playing for pride still.
Well, absolutely. You always have something to play for, and you want to be driven by something. There's still NCAA opportunities out there, and you always want to be, pushing yourself for your job, and that's something that we've touched on with these guys, and we've got a real good group of kids here that understand what's at stake here, and their attitudes are where they need to be.
Expect a good game from Nanaimo tonight. Island rivals, always fun.
Yeah, we've had a lot of tight games with them, and I know they made some changes to their roster here in the last 24 hours, and hosting the tournament here in April, and they've done a very good job here, and I know they're looking forward to that Western Championship, and the players they brought in are quality players, and it's going to be a tough match for us, no question about it, but every night's a challenge. We're looking forward to it.
All right, Jim, best of luck tonight.
All the best, thank you.
All right, well, Jordan, we're going to have Clippers and Caps highlights tonight at 11. We'll send things back to you in Victoria.
Myra, thank you. Yeah, tough to be out of the playoffs at this point of the schedule, but plenty to play for, and we'll hear from the Clippers coming up a little bit later.
And they have Chuck-a-Puck to look forward to tonight.
They have a bunch of, we're giving away all sorts of awesome things tonight. Yeah, it'll be great.
All right, JC, thank you.
All right.